So, welcome back, all my fans out there. So yeah, this is just my thoughts and ideas on what you should or could take to university. It can be quite a scary thing going to uni. You don't know what to bring, you don't know what to do with your life. Shall I go? Shall I just drop out now? I'm joking, but yeah, there's literally so much worrying that you don't need to do. But these are just like little ideas that you might not think of. I'm gonna stop talking now. Yeah, I would say if you can get a doorstop, do get one, because I think it just makes it a lot more social, and like just being able to go in each other's rooms. I haven't got one and I really do wish that I had one. I mean, it depends what your flatmate's like, if you do want to socialise with them. But yeah, it just depends on you really, but personally for me, I wish I'd took one, so. So yeah, just, you know, some cheap storage boxes, anything, just to put stuff in, because you will find that you have quite a lot of stuff that you do need to organise. I mean, I am quite an organised person, I'd like to think. Probably not. So that's why I have them. You just have loads of stuff. I probably would have thought of that anyway, because it's common sense. If you want storage, take storage box. My next one is debatable, and some people agree, some people don't. Printer, because it's so expensive. I don't know about other unis, but it's like 24p for one A4 sheet. I do fashion, so I have to print a lot. It depends what course you do, and I mean, I wouldn't say buy one if you don't print a lot. It's just a waste of money. So if you do think you're going to be printing a lot, I would say get your own printer. But if you don't have one, it's not the end of the world. I won't say you need it, but if you can get one, I would say get one. You will need to, like, when you go to lectures and stuff, obviously take notes. If you don't have a laptop, or if you do have a laptop, then take them on there. Make sure you have like a few notepads, a few like ring binders, stuff like that, because you probably will find you will need them. Buy cheap kitchen stuff. I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you want to have good stuff, yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, like, I would not pay over the odds for kitchen stuff, because one, it probably get damaged. You do lose stuff. Just get what you need. Don't bring too much stuff. Also, when you move down, don't bring everything, because the majority of the stuff you can just get down here, and it's not going to be the end of the world. Also, my next tip, or whatever we're doing here, make sure your kitchen stuff is distinctive. So what I mean by that is that you can tell it's yours. Because I brought Wilko's own brands, and pretty much everyone else has that. So if you do want your things to be, you know, separate from everyone else's and people not using it, I mean, I don't really care, but if you don't want that, then that's a good tip. Next thing is take a suitcase or a hold-all. So I don't really go home a lot because I'm 300 miles away. So for people who are going to go home, like a lot of students do go home, and I have actually been home, so I would take a suitcase or a hold-all, because I've had to buy two now, because the first time I had to buy one because I forgot to bring one, and secondly I left my other one at home. Just make sure you take one, because I just think it will be useful. My next one is pretty self-explanatory again, but people do forget. A bag for laundry. So I don't mean a laundry basket, I mean actually taking your laundry, because I haven't got one of those, and I just use Asda Bag for Life, which is actually alright to be fair. So if you don't want to waste money, get an Asda Bag for Life, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's annoying, so make sure you get a laundry bag, basically. It will save hassle. My next one, depends what you like, but I would say bring a speaker, because I like to listen to music. A lot of people in the flat do, like when you have like a flat party, or if you have like, even if you're just sitting in the kitchen, it is nice if someone does have a speaker, and I would take one. I mean, it's up to you, again. Honestly, you can just find all this stuff on the internet. My next one is fancy dress things. So if you have anything like for fancy dress, basically take it, because I know it sounds stupid, but there's so many events at uni that have fancy dress, like 90s, Halloween, 80s party, just fancy dress in general. Like if you don't want to spend money and you do want to save, I would, if you do have anything fancy dress at all, just bring it. So yeah, that's my video for today. Pretty boring, pretty not boring, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would take advice off me as well, because I don't really know what I'm talking about half the time. So thanks for watching again, if anyone's actually watching out there. I need to tidy my room as well because it's a mess. Love my life.